morning. Welcome to Get Fit Friday. I'm Whitney Brown here with Beth Jeffers.
Hi.
We're at the Fitness Factor in Columbus, wrapping up our series on how to build a program, kind of starting from the basics. We talked about the three components of fitness: cardiovascular training, strength training, and flexibility. And now the question becomes, how do you incorporate all of these things into your already busy schedule?
I think one of the things you need to think about, make it simple.
Right.
Make it something that's doable for you. It doesn't have to be something off the map. Like you talked about earlier, just you see some really cool programs on Instagram, you want to follow it. Do something that works for you. Keep it basic. You want to try to get cardiovascular exercise in 3 days a week, probably, and strength training at least 2, and flexibility pretty much every time you work out.
Right. And you can combine those things together. And so
Yes.
sometimes people say, what do I do first? Should I strength train first? Should I do cardio first? And my answer is always, what do you like to do least? And do that first, because you're probably going to be able to dedicate more energy to that. So I would always recommend doing the thing that you don't like to do, the thing that you would normally cut, do that first when it comes to strength or cardio. But you can do them both at the same time, and you can even get a little fancy if you want and do more metabolic type conditioning. I know you've probably seen some videos, some hits, some classes like that combine those two things that give you an even more efficient way to train.
One thing to remember too is as you get better, increase your intensity, increase your weight. And I can't tell you how many times that in the gym somebody comes in and does the same thing over and over again, lifts the exact same weight. Your body gets pretty much adapts to all that. So you kind of need to tweak your program a little bit by changing maybe some exercises, adding some weight, and adding a little intensity. Maybe that you don't talk to your friend about everything the whole time you're working out. Maybe you have to breathe a little bit harder. But you don't have to start there.
Right.
Definitely.
It's kind of the Goldilocks formula. You don't want to go too hard, too fast, too soon, but you don't want to just stay where it's easy every single time. So you want to get somewhere in the middle. Some days feel a little challenging, some days feel a little lighter, and finding that sweet spot where you aren't sore all the time. You're not sore every single time and exhausted, but you feel good. You feel like you're doing something, you're starting to feel better, and the way that you're going to know if it's working is not only, again, diet is a huge component of fat loss, but if you start to see some physical changes and you'll know your own body, but also if you're feeling better, if you're moving better, if you're feeling like you can lift more and you want to go to the gym, those are markers that don't have anything to do with weight that will help you know that you're making progress.
And I guarantee you, if you're sedentary and you begin to move, you begin to stretch, you begin to strength training, you are going to feel better and you will move better, and you're not going to get up you might get up a little stiff because you might be sore at first, but soon you're going to it's going to be a win effect for sure.
Absolutely.
So going back to the beginning is half done.
Start.
And keep it simple is huge. That's huge, and get a good balance.
That's right. It doesn't have to be crazy complicated. It just has to get done. So with all of this information you have now, go forth and do your programming. Let us know how it goes, and we'll see you next week on Get Fit Friday.
For more Get Fit Fridays with the Fitness Factor, go to WCBI.com.